So I kind of wanted to try something different. This is gonna be my first ever YouTube video that I'm ever gonna make. Currently, it is currently 4:38, and I am driving to the gym right now as we speak. Today is chest and tries. It is currently a Tuesday. Right now, it's my first ever YouTube video I'm gonna make. You know, I drew inspiration from Sam Solik, and so I apologize if you can barely see me. It's super dark. There's not very many lights out. So today is Tuesday, chest and triceps. I think today I'm gonna focus on, you know, getting the slow, controlled reps. I think that's one of my my weaknesses right now, where I try to rush through the workouts. Typically, I like going in the morning because there isn't as many people, which gives me the ability to, you know, kind of, you know, go slower on my workouts and not, you know, rush, you know, because there's a million people waiting for the machine. But this morning I felt a little bit tired waking up, I'm not gonna lie. I took some pre-workout and we're feeling quite good. We'll just see, you know, how it goes. Yeah, man, you know, one thing I've realized about, you know, my journey so far is, you know, I feel like oftentimes when we're scrolling through Instagram, we're scrolling on TikTok, I feel like we often compare ourselves to other people a little bit too much. And although many people might not say it, but it's true, you know. You know, you consume so much, you know, media, and, you know, so many influencers where, you know, you kind of like start to compare yourself to them. Kind of like watching like Sam Solik, you know, all these, you know, fitness influencers. And I feel like oftentimes it can get to our head, you know. It's good to be influenced, but don't compare yourself to them, right? Because I know how that feels. You know, I think we all know how it feels, you know, especially going to the gym. You know, oftentimes, of course, you know, even in the gym, you know, you see all these buff guys walking in and out. You know, like, damn, I wish I could look like them. You know, nah. You're your own person, man. Don't be afraid to show it, right? You know, comparing yourself to others doesn't really get you anywhere. And, of course, it brings your self-confidence and brings your self-esteem down. And, of course, you don't want to do that to yourself. You know, this past month, you know, I think I've been the most consistent I've ever been, you know, in terms of working out and, you know, dieting in a way, like in a sense. Of course, it needs to be better. You know, everything can always be improved, but, you know, just take it day by day. You know, no one's perfect. You know, at the end of the day, you know, we're all human, and, you know, it's all our first time being on this planet. It's all our first time living, so don't be too hard on yourself, you know. But, you know, of course, I do it, you know, to inspire others, you know, hopefully, you know, a teenager or someone is watching this and, you know, they get something out of it. You know, that's always a huge blessing. I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to help others, you know. So yeah, this is my first ever YouTube video. Right now I just got to the gym, you know, we're about to hit a chest and tries, and yeah, let's get to it, man. I'll see you in there. Here we go. First set. Second set. Second set. Quick, man. Tired. But I'm pushing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Man. This red pad kills, man. If you have this type of machine at your gym, this type of cable fly, and you have like red mats like these where you can put your back on it and where you can get a deeper stretch, I highly recommend it. Really? Hell yeah. I'm gonna go heavy until I can't go anymore. And then after I'm gonna superset it, I'm gonna lower the weight, and then I'm gonna just push as many reps as I can. Let's go. Oh. got changed by Deftones playing. Feels pretty freaking nice. Oh. Fuck. I'm gonna drop the weight. It's at about 42. It's definitely getting there. My triceps on the hand, my triceps are pretty big, honestly. I can't tell me they aren't that big, but like they're pretty big. I think I need to get rid of my back fat. And I want to get rid of like my love handles, sort of. I'm starting to get some. You see that right here? I'm slowly starting to get some. But it's alright.